received around the continent?
Yeah, basically it's been of serious interest to people because over time people have missed that local flavor to music. But over time people have been enshrined in the music, hip hop and all of that. But going back to the roots, the folkloric Yoruba tradition, it's been of tremendous interest to people like, wow, you remind me of those days, long ago, and people have responded tremendously to that fact.
We see that African music is really transcending your geopolitical boundaries or borders, etc. There seems to be more a concerted effort in collaborating and getting the music to as many people as possible around the continent.
Yeah, I strongly believe it's a good orientation. I mean, if you look in the likes of Yusuf Ndour, the likes of Oliver Mutkuzi, Salif Keita, you can see that there's been a lot of collabo in the United States, and in fact, you can see a lot of African props and music drums, being used to usher a new era of music. And of course, there's also a category of genre of music called world music. I think it's a really welcome thing, and African music is really hitting the global as a phenomenon.
Yeah, but in order to remain relevant, because people consume music differently and palettes sort of change in terms of what people like, you need to make it as innovative as possible. You say you're wanting to reinvent the Yoruba folk songs. How do you go about that?
Yeah, the first thing we do is to collect all of those songs, because these are songs that are almost 50 or even more, if not more than 100 years old. And then we bring all of them together, we give them a specific touch. And if you look at for instance, there are some groups called Kegites. The group is basically a collection of students in those days at the university level. They come together every evening over a palm wine, and then they put the drums, they sing those songs, and they dance to it. And the most important thing is to make sure it is entertaining, and they make sure they enjoy it. And all these things are also infiltrated into the religious circle. There are some churches called the Aladra churches. They are white coming church, and you see them singing some songs that due to excite God into step into the affairs of humanity. That's actually what the song is always, most of the time, all about. And of course, with the African Club, this Supporters Club also engages themselves in such similar practice. They sing such songs to encourage, to inspire, and to call God, into letting Nigeria win, as the case may be. So looking at all of those experiences, we say, okay, let's put all these songs together, let's give it a modern touch. And of course, the live performance is different from studio anyway. Yeah. So, but the key thing is just to make people look at it from a new perspective and say, wow, so this thing's still real.
So when is the album out?
The album will be out by August, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can't wait. Thanks, Dan, so much for joining us. Really, really exciting having them in studio. The album is out in August, and you can follow them on Facebook and Twitter as well. The details are on the Monitor, medianavigation.co.za, medianavigation.co.za. And Kasha, plays us out to break.
Oshé,